Hello everybody, I'm Gavin Run here, and today I'm going to show you how to create your online shop, online store. Whether you're selling clothes, electronics, whatever you're selling, this video will help you get up and running with your online shop. Alright, so you want to create a website for your store, for your online shop. You want to get online, start selling your things, your products or services online. Where do you start? It all begins with a domain name. And if you are deciding to put your business online, you already have a business name. From the business name, you can get your domain name. Get the domain name and then buy a domain name. Now, there are different ways to buy a domain name. There are different websites that are going to offer to sell you a domain name at a very cheap price, like GoDaddy, even Google Domains. But now for me, I prefer using Wix because Wix is not only a website builder, but Wix also offers domains. It can help you buy a domain name. So when you get the domain name, you connect it to your website. I'm not going to go through the process of buying a domain name in this video. I show you the process that you need to go through to buy a domain name in the last video. I can probably record another video specifically for that, but today I want to show you how to create an online store, an online shop using Wix. And if you are as excited as I am, let's get started. Now, Wix, as I said, is a website builder, but what I might have not said is that Wix is a free website builder. Anyone can sign up for Wix and design your website, your full website, everything in place, the files, the products, the digital downloads, everything. So I'm going to sign in because I already have an account, but if you don't have an account, you can use Facebook or Google to sign in. By the way, if you don't have an account, there is a link below in the description which you can use to sign up for free. You only pay when you want to launch. And if you are signed up for the first time, you are going to land on the dashboard, and on the dashboard you will go to create new site. There will be a big button right here, create new site or create site. I'm going to use this button, create new site, and then when you click that button you land on this beautiful page. Now on this page you will choose the category of your website or of your business, in this case your website, because you are taking the business from the local business to an online business, an online shop. So to do that, you go through these categories. That is, you have business, designers, blog, we have online store, which we are going to look at today. You have restaurants and food, you have beauty and wellness, photography, if you are a photographer like my friend Fizzy Poch. Now in the last video about Wix, I showed you how to create a blog. I also went through the details of how you can edit a Wix site, the drag and drop process, the uploading files process, everything. As I said, today I want to show you how to create an online store, not a blog. So to do that, we are going to choose online store, and then we are going to land on this nice page here. Now with Wix, there's two ways to create a website. The first one is the ADI. Again, in the last video I showed you how to use the ADI, the Wix ADI, which is, like, in my opinion, the simplest way to create a website. You just fill in a few details and Wix will help you create a website. I also showed you how to use the Wix editor, which we are going to look at today, because with the Wix ADI it doesn't give you enough flexibility and enough ability to customize your website. So I prefer to use the Wix editor, and if you choose the Wix editor, you will be able to choose from all these templates, all these beautiful templates for you. Nice, right? Anyways, you can scroll through and check and see which template you like, and if you notice, there are categories up here which you can also go through. For example, if I selected fashion and clothing, notice all these templates, they are filtered for only fashion and clothing. Okay, now depending on the shop that you are going to create, or depending on what you are selling, you can choose your category here. For me, I'm going to choose electronics because I'll be selling gadgets. So when I choose electronics, notice all these beautiful websites. You can also notice there's these two buttons on each of these websites. You can either view the website or you can click edit if you are interested in the website and you want to edit it and use it as your template or as your base template. Anyways, let's first look at this one. Click view, and then you can scroll through and look at everything just to make sure this is a nice page. Notice we have the chart right there of the products. Just scroll through and go through some of these pages and make sure the website is the template will work for your own website that fits your needs. The other cool button to check out is this button up here. It's the mobile. So click on mobile and check out how your website will be looking on the mobile phone. Okay, go through and see products are looking good, testimonials looking great. And then if you're interested in the website, you can just click on this big button right here, edit site. All right, cool, excellent. Now this is where the magic happens. This is where the drag and drop happens. This is where you can do your customization, everything here. Now if it's your first time to this place, you might get overwhelmed by all these buttons, a lot of things going on here. But if you happen to design your first website, or if you happen to spend some time here and check out some of these functions, check out what this button does and what this does, you'll find it very easy for you to customize your website. And if you need any help, make sure to check out the video that I was talking about. The link is in the description below. In the video, I go through the whole process of creating and editing your website using Wix. And because of time, I might not be able to show you everything that I showed you in the last video, because if you agree with me, the video was long. I don't want this one to be as long as the other one, so I'm not going to show you all the things that I showed you in the other video. So make sure to check out the other video so that you can be able to learn all the editing tips and all the things that you need to do to edit your website or to customize your website. Anyways, let's get back to the video. As long as you know where to click and where to go to get what you need, everything will be easier for you. So I'm also going to minimize this one by, if you bring your mouse over here, notice those directions, those two lines. So if I click and drag, I can be able to get more space to work with here. I can also use this button here to get rid of that. You're going to be seeing this as you go through editing your site, but you can always maybe move it away, or you can just click the cross to close it. Now we are going to focus more on this button here, which is my store. But if you click on any of these elements, depending on the item that you select, you can be able to go to settings or to go to layout. You can go through and make the changes. For example, if I clicked on this menu, notice I get more options, like pinning it to the top. Notice you can pin it on in different angles, whether it's the right bottom, left bottom, or top right. I'm going to leave it right there for now, but you can also go to manage menu. This is where you can create new menus or delete menus by using this little button here. You can either go to SEO settings. SEO is a way for people to find you via the search engines by optimizing your content, putting in keywords that you think your potential customers will be putting in the searches when they are looking for your products. You can decide to rename it, copy or duplicate the page in case you want to create a similar page. You don't have to start from scratch. You can just duplicate this page, or you can make it a sub-page. Sub-page is like this one here, for example, the about. Now the contact is the sub-page here, and if you don't want the contact to be a sub-page of the about page, you can click here and then you can use this button here, main page. Alright, so I cover all this in the last week's video tutorial, and I don't want us to waste a lot of time editing the site, because that way we will not be able to go to the point which I want to show you, which is setting up your online shop. So we are going to do a few edits, and then I'm going to show you the most important things to set up your online store. And one of the most important things is the analytics. which is data analytics, to be able to collect data, different data from visitors, website visitors, so you can know which pages they are visiting most. And the other part is to be able to retarget them, whether it's using Facebook ads or remarketing using email marketing. So I think those are very important parts of your website, which I don't want us to miss from this video. Anyways, I'm going to close this one for now. And then if we click on store, again, before we go to the store, this is like the background of your website. You can change it here. You can decide to put there an image or the color or a video. Next is the add button, which will help you add different elements to your website. For example, if I wanted to add an image to the contact page right here, which we are on, or let's say I wanted to add a map down here, I could just go to the add button and then look for the map. As I said, if you are in this for the first time, it will be a little bit overwhelming for you. But if you take a little bit of time to go in and design your first website, the next will be very easy for you. You'll find it very easy for you to edit your website. So now I'm looking for the map, and I think it's supposed to be right here in the contact forms, right? You can see it right here, maps. But you can scroll through from the top, see things like payment buttons, payment forms, job application forms, feedback forms, contests, and right there the map is there. You have full width maps. You have Wix chart, which is down here. So to place a map right here, you go through and choose the map that you are interested in, and then you can click and drag, or you can just click it. So notice how I clicked and dragged it here. This is our map, it's in place. Simple as that. And that's how you place all other elements on your website. Alright, so I can use the drag button to move it a little bit down, and there we have our map. You can just click on the map, go to settings or manage locations to place your location right here. You can just type in your location. Notice you can even add multiple locations. And if you go to settings, you can be able to either zoom in the map or choose to turn off some of the things like the direct link, which is this little word there. Notice how it's off now. Anyways, alright, so that's the add button. It helps you add different elements on your website, whether it's text or images or buttons. Notice you have PayPal buttons here. You have galleries, you have lists and grids, videos. Everything you need for your website is right here in the under the add button. So if you want to spice up your website a little bit more, if you have some features that you would like to add to your website, you can always check out the apps market, the Wix app market. A lot of apps here. You can choose from different categories here. For example, if you are selling online, if I chose sell online, Wix will bring up all the apps that you need that are related to selling online. For example, the pricing plans if you are selling memberships, the printful if you need it is for print on demand. You have the showcase Amazon products and a lot more. So in this case, I would add the Wix stores, which is already added because we selected Wix store while we were choosing the website category in the beginning. You can check out the traffic analyzing tools or marketing tools to help you push your website to more eyes. For example, the Google Ads or Google AdSense, which allows Google to display their ads on your website, the Instagram feed, and all these other cool stuff. Anyway, so the next one would be the media, which is also a very important part of your website. This is basically where you can import images or video into your website. Now, sometimes depending on your network, this part might have some problems, might not allow you to import your images. But if you have a good network, this won't be a problem at all. if I go to background and I click on image, I just want to show you how the import image interface or import image dialog looks like. So this is how it might look like. For example, you can be able to import images from your computer or from your drive. If I click on upload media, you can import images from your Instagram page or from Dropbox, or using a link, URL link. You can upload from your computer using this button, or you can even upload images from Shutterstock or Wix Media by just typing in the search. There's also Unsplash. These are all free websites for free images. So as I said, right now my network is not, I think it's not that good, but if you have a good network, you won't have any problem uploading your files. So to move on, if you are blogging, if you have a blog, you can use this button here to add to your blog. If I click add now, Wix will add a page to the website, which is a section for blogging. And just like that, Wix will add a blogging page on the website where you can be able to click on any of these manage post or create a new post. For example, if I come into this page which Wix has just created, the blog page, if I click on this blog, I can be able to go to settings. Under settings is where I can play around with the display, whether I want to display the images. If I uncheck this author image, whether I want to display the author image, which is this little image right here. If I uncheck it, notice how it disappears. Next is the publish date, whether you want to display the published date or not, just below the name. In this case, it was a minute ago and it disappeared. The reading time and all the things, you can check them right here. And then the layout is where I can choose whether I want to display more of my blog, depending on how many you have on page. Notice how you can choose from numbers here. Posts per load is 20, but I don't even think I have 20 blog posts on my website right now. Anyways, this is where you can go in and choose the typography, which you can use, typographical and all the things. So that's the blog part. But remember, what brought us here is to create a Wix store, a Wix shop, an online shop for your physical store. So I'm just going to go back to store and click get started. Now when I click get started, Wix will take us to the products page. Wix will show us the product gallery, and then we can either choose to add products or go to dashboard. If I choose to add product, Wix will bring up this dialog. Now in this dialog, you can be able to add images. If you have product images that you have taken, you can add them from here. But again, my network is not that good to allow me import images here or import any files. By the way, another cool thing about the site files manager is you can create folders, then you can be able to stack different categories of your products in different folders. For now, I think we are going to go with the images that are provided by Wix. But anytime you want to edit your product details, the price, whether the product is on sale or not, if you have any discounts, and just in case you have any other options like color or size, you can add them right here. And then you can be able to choose different product categories. You can create collections in case you have a lot of products. For example, if you notice, Wix has already created different collections for us. For example, there is a collection for new products, there is a collection for drones, there is a collection for cameras, and you can see the number of products that are in each collection right here. You can click on any of these collections to edit them, to remove products or to add products. For example, if I hover over this product, I can be able to remove the product, or I can move it around to make it maybe the first product or is the number 2 in the collection. You can choose the image for your collection here, or the name. You can change the name here. And after that, don't forget to save. You can also use the find products to sell using different apps. For example, the Printful that I showed you under the apps market, which is basically a print on demand. It helps you sell customized prints, customized designs on either clothes or products. So Printful will help you do that, will help you do the shipping and all that nice stuff. Some other apps like the Modelist, which is also a great tool for dropshipping. It helps you source products. To keep it simple, we just close out of that, come back to our page, our products page. Now the content manager will always help you manage your data, your site data. If you have a lot of contact forms or subscriber forms, you can manage them from this place, the content manager. Anyways, I think we should move on to the cool part, which is connecting the pixel, the Facebook pixel. We're going to begin with the Facebook pixel. But that's how you basically set up your website. If you need me to create a full video from scratch showing you how to create an online store, let me know in the comments. From the last video that I made about how to create your website using Wix, I think you can be able to pull off anything in Wix right now because it's simple, drag and drop, easy to use. Anytime you want to add products, just click on the products, go to manage products. This is where you add products and add collections. As we have already seen, you can add the new product right here. You can choose whether it will be a digital file or a physical file. In this case, you are selling physical products, right? You'll be brought back to this dialog which we saw, where you can add images for your product images, the name of the product. Just type in maybe a new drone. Make sure to give it a more descriptive name. You can even add videos. As we have already seen, your price, your description, and all this cool stuff. So easy to add products, easy to remove products. If you don't need any of these products, you can just click on this one and click delete. If you need to duplicate it to create a similar product, same way you can use this duplicate button. I'm going to close this for now. The other cool things that I've not showed you is the tools bar up here. I think it's the tools bar or the menu bar, whatever you call it. Notice how we have the publish. That's where you go if you want to make your website live, if you want people to start finding it. Otherwise, you can just build your website until you finish it, and then you can publish it when everything is done, when you have all your logos in place. For example, if I click on this logo, notice how it has this link. You can always add links to your images or to your text. For example, this image links to the page, which is the home page. You can link it to a web address and paste it here, or you can link it to any other page on your website by choosing up the page right here. Back to the upper menu here, you have the preview, which helps you preview your website. Let's try it out and see. It helps you preview how your website looks like in the real world before you can choose to publish it. Now, since we haven't upgraded, this will appear on your website. So this is how our website looks like. This is the products page. If I click on the home page, this is the home page. Notice the blog page that we created and the about page. If I go to about page, if I scroll down to the footer, if I click on contact page, notice the map that we created, which can give directions to your customers, to your physical store. As always, you can use the switch to mobile to see what your site looks like on mobile phones or mobile devices. This is how the menu looks like on the mobile. I'll go back to the home page, see what it looks like, and then if everything looks as you want it, you can just go back to the editor. Just click this button to go back to the editor. And if you are setting up your website for the first time, you will get this walkthrough to help you set up your mobile website. For example, customizing how the menu will look like. And then you have things like scroll with page, whether the menu will be scrolling along with the page or it will stay at the top. You have things like the fixed, where the menu will be fixed at the top, it won't move even if someone scrolls. Next is the the quick actions buttons where you want them to appear on your website. Next is this nice button, scroll up button. Next is a quick video to help you learn more about the mobile editor. If I go to the mobile editor, you can be able to do a few edits just by reducing maybe the size of the text, moving these buttons around. If you want to change the text, you'll have to go back to the desktop, but here in mobile you can be able to move around things like the logos. You can select and move them around, and the text, reduce the size of the text. Maybe change the background of the menu. Simple settings. If you want to make bigger changes, you can just switch to desktop by clicking on this switch to desktop. So you have seen the publish and the preview. The save is always, by the way, Wix always saves your website automatically. It has the auto save on, as you can see here. These are like the undo and redo buttons, which is like the Control Z. You have to zoom in or out. You can even hire a partner to help you on your website. And if you have noticed, Wix always has a 50% discount on any plan, in most of these plans, especially for the yearly plan, which comes with a free domain name. Anyways, and this is also where you can be able to remove the Wix ads, Wix branding, the one you saw at the top when we were in the preview mode. You can check out these other tools by yourself. For example, the connect domain. If you have a domain name, if you bought a domain name that you would like to connect, if you want to connect a personalized email address, which is maybe your name at your company domain name. There's SEO things and favicon, the little icon right here for Wix. That's the favicon. You have the tracking and analytics. You have roles and permissions where you can add people to help you manage your website by just inviting them using their email address. You can even go to the dashboard, which you are going to go to under site. You can always save, preview, publish. These buttons you have seen here. If you have an agency where you create different sites, you can even duplicate the site, or you can transfer the site to the owner. I'm going to click exit editor so that we can go back to the dashboard and connect the pixels which we talked about. Remember the Facebook pixel and the analytics. And by the way, when you're editing your site, you can always use this button right here to navigate to different pages of your website. So I'm going to go to this button and exit editor. When we go back to the dashboard, when we go back to my sites, you notice the new site that we have just created. At first we only have this site. So in order to see different actions, you can click on this one, click on this button to maybe preview the site, to rename it, which I'm going to do. I'm going to name my drone shop. Notice I missed the E after the N, but no problem. So as I said, you can always transfer the site to the owner after you have designed it and everything. You can invite a contributor to help you manage the site. But if you want to look at more settings, you can always select and edit site. So this will take us to the dashboard where you can be able to add things like the marketing tools, to connect apps, to connect other tools like the analytics tools, manage the SEO. Now this is the dashboard. I told you. You see, I told you. Wix always has a 50% discount, which is nice. You can always upgrade your website using this button down here, or always on the side here there's this promotion for 50% discount. It's not always there. Sometimes it's not there. Anyways, so this is the dashboard. This is where you manage your website. This is where you can connect the domain, compare plans, and all this nice stuff. What has brought us here is the marketing and SEO. So I'll scroll down and click marketing and SEO, and then you can start by connecting your website to the SEO Wiz, Wix SEO Wiz, which will take you through the steps of setting up your search engine optimization. We want to go through that right now. What we want to do is advertise on Facebook. So if you have a shop, if you have a Facebook shop, you can be able to advertise on Facebook via the marketing tools in Wix. But notice you will be using the AdSend which might also need an upgrade depending on the features that you want to use. If you scroll down here, you have other marketing tools like the email marketing tools. Wix also has a feature where you can create different social media posts. You can offer special discounts to your customers. You can even create logos from Wix using the Wix logo maker. You can even create automations. I'm going to scroll back up here, and if I click on advertise on Facebook, now this is basically for marketing tools and all this other stuff. Now for some reason my internet is too slow. I'm just going to first close some of these tabs and maybe refresh this a bit. Let's click on my sites to go back to the main dashboard. I'll click back on this website that we have been editing. By the way, you can always go through these steps to help you set up your website. Things like setting up your live chat for the website, adding some forms to help you collect some emails or to connect your Gmail account, creating email campaigns, setting price codes, adding contributors. For example, let's say I wanted to add a contributor. I'll just go to add now, and then I would click invite people, and then I would put in their email right here. Choose whether to make them admin or website managers or blog editor or blog writer. Click send invite. Simple as that. And you can find that under the roles and permission. I'm going to click back, go back to dashboard. Don't forget we are here to add the critical marketing tools that you need for your online store, online shop, to help you gather analytics data that you can use to later remarket to people who are interested in your products or retarget them using Facebook ads. So these other things that I'm showing you are things that I think that are very important to know. For example, if you didn't know how to set up your Facebook ads, you could just use that add contributor to invite someone to your website to help you add that pixel. So I'm going to scroll back down. This time you can even create logos, your own logo from Wix. This time I'm going to choose add a Facebook pixel. Okay, we try to look at the advertise on Facebook, which refuses to load. But advertise on Facebook, you will need to have connected a page, a Facebook page. If you haven't set it up, you can just click on start a campaign, which will take you through the process of connecting your Facebook page. You can always check out some of the tips and tricks from the Wix blog. I'm going to click add a Facebook pixel and then click get started. As I said, the Facebook pixel is a little code which you can get from Facebook and install into your website to help you track your campaigns, track and measure the success of your Facebook ads campaigns. But Wix makes it as simple as possible to connect the Facebook pixel. Wix will give you all the information that you need to connect your Facebook pixel. And if you notice down here, the first step to get the pixel ID, which we need to paste here, is to sign in to Facebook. So we are going to do that right now. And then we are going to come back to this button, which is connect the Facebook pixel. And if you notice, if you wanted to connect the Facebook pixel, you will need to upgrade to a premium plan, which means you are going to switch to a premium plan, which I already have. No worries about that. Let's first go on to a new tab. Now, in order to get the pixel, you're not going to get the pixel from the ordinary Facebook account or the Facebook page, but as long as you have a business page set up. So in order to generate a Facebook pixel, you will need to go to the business manager, which you can go to by typing in business.facebook.com, which will redirect you to your ads manager or your business manager if you have already created one. If you haven't, just go to business.facebook.com to create a business manager, which you will then connect to your business page, which I suppose every business has one. If you don't know how to create a Facebook page, it is pretty simple. From your profile drop down. Alright, for some reason I'm having difficulty signing in to my Facebook account, which I wanted to use to show you how to create a Facebook pixel.